Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of my Primal Necromancer gameplay series for the new Primal Fury DLC. We are going to go today and conquer the world a bit, so join me and have some fun. So, it's going to be quite a cool second part, because we're swimming in money, and I had quite an opportunity to think a little bit about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. Since I am right now that rich, we're going to dive directly into building ourselves a library and training ourselves an animist or two or three. We'll see about that. So let's end that turn. And what I did ponder about a lot was the question which tomes this build should use. And I figured that, in all honesty, not much has changed for the Necromancer faction in general. That's the first thing that I realized. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to attract population right from the scratch, and we're going to compete with the territory here with Fangholm, which seems to suck in all the territory from our poor city tribes cave. But it was mostly to get the boost on these buildings. There goes. Alright. There's back there still a mob camp. Just really, really far out, but at the same time, it is okay. I think we're going to take the trip. And well, let's see what we will find there. We are in no need of a rush, as we have a pretty speedy start right now. Army is growing decently quick. And let's see, is there any good reason? Looks like a player border to me. Okay, so we have a hole where enemies will crawl out eventually. Nah. It's always something, isn't it? So I'm cranking up the research points now very early on because I obviously don't see any issue with that. Probably no. Let's put the Arcane Institute right away. It is... We will be running out of mana soon, I know that. But it is okay, I think. So, a Recruiter. That is a pretty good one. I think I'm picking that up. Recruiter is a really nice trait for the second city. So, to everybody who hasn't read the patch notes, so Hero Cap works differently now these days. You cannot just recruit heroes if you exceed the hero cap anymore. That functionality has been removed, and nowadays we have to wait until a new hero is recruitable. Oh, I'm sorry, Fangholm. I don't want to stand on your quarry. So there is now a timer, so in 15 turns we will get a new hero. There we go. And we can now invest Imperium to change that, which makes Imperium now a even more interesting resource. So, alright, definitely will do that. There's a quest for a way home. I always love when that comes together. So, I don't know. Do we want to fight that? We're evil necromancers after all, aren't we? So there's Houndmasters. Let's see how our auto combat will resolve that. How much damage will we take? So much? Nah. This is always the same problem. With an already somewhat beaten up army, maybe. But I don't want to be that softened up because we had to fight 2 units. Yeah, the AI is really special when it comes down to these things. But we will leave that ungrateful face behind us very soon. So, combat magic-wise, I want to conserve my power as much as we can, because there's still the same thing true. We have so many things where we want to spend mana into. I really would prefer to wait. But 1 Necrotize is definitely something that I want to do. So let's see if I can spread the damage better than they do in the AI simulation. So this is pretty good. There's pretty much everything on the on the brewery ogre. I like that. So we're going to... No, that was not what I wanted to click. Anyways, going to stab that bad boy and have a zombie in the midst of the enemies. Just love that trick. So let's see. We got some archers that can do their thing. So let's let them do their thing. There's archers waiting for the brewery dude to punch their faces. Alright. So we're going to put the Lesser Stone Spirit in front of this guy. And put a shield wall here together. This way there will be a really low amount of damage incoming on my shields. And let's block the Houndmasters so they have a harder time disengaging from my troops. That should be all we need. So here we go. They're really hell-bent on taking down my brewery ogre. But that's pretty okay. I really like it when it comes down to this. As the brewer ogre is in so far a special unit, his fighting power doesn't diminish if he takes damage. He's only one. There's only one person in his troop, you see. Whereas here, if these guys take damage, they'll deal less damage because units will disappear, so their damage will also lower. It's really, really important to know and use well. So, there's no plant in the vicinity to eat for our goatmen. What a shame. Sheesh. Them crits, man. Okay. So was that much better than what the AI did? Yes, because the damage is now spread on 2 units and not all splattered over my army. Now I can heal a specific dude, and that's fine. So we're going to dismiss these archers. I don't need them that badly. Alright, so time to go back home. And put that hero on the second squad. So we get to summon elementals or animals. Oh, yeah. Well, we're a primal faction, so let's go for the animals. I always have a hard time favoring something specific. Yeah, come on, let's learn archery. Our Dark Lord is actually really good with his bow. Okay, so these guys will be our next target. Tribes Cave can pick up a new province. So we totally want to take the provinces away from Fangholm where we can. It's obvious. We're going to assimilate Fangholm at the end of the day into our empire anyway, so that's that. I think I'm going to recruit another Primal Darter here, just because it is good to keep the unit flow running. There's nothing worse than running out of troops that you can put on the front line. Soul Collection. So it'll cost us a portion of our upkeep, but we'll now have a passive soul income out of that. Very, very important for any Necromancy faction. There we go. So we have now finally a leader on that squad. That's going to be pretty good. So since they're on home turf, they'll heal faster. So sad that we can't. Ah, look at that. We were able to expand the city on top of that. Brilliant. So, Necrotic Magic versus Primal Crow. I hate it. Necrotic Magic is a very, very powerful add-on for our supporters, which make a very, very important part of our army. Yeah, let's learn that first. In all honesty, the Storm Crows that we can summon are much less interesting without that spell, anyways. That enchantment, I mean. Alright, so this place has their thingy done, so palisade walls. I can't stand the thought of a city without palisade walls. Really makes me kinda uneasy whenever I see that. Okay, so knowledge extraction, definitely a must-have in my book. Basic seafaring is also very important to have, but, well. So let's see, Tribes Cave. Ooh, they finished the darter that I already ordered. There we go. Make our little squad here a wee bit better. So, let's go for another tracker. I only have 2 scouts so far, so that ain't much. Poof, they want my money. So there's 1 Inquisitor, 3 Animists, and 2 Zealots. Now that's going to be an interesting fight. Alright, Inquisitors can stun, and they're tier 3 skirmishers, so their damage profile is overall pretty high. Alright, there we go. But I'm pretty confident that this should be absolutely no props. As we have now finally our leader summon, which makes a big difference. So let's go for spiritual healing, why not? Give that bad boy some spiritual fury. And let's have a drink. There we go. I don't know if you have any options right now to remove the Sunder defense debuff from the boy, but, well, it ain't done that much of an important thing anyways. So, let's put the animal out. Brilliant. So we can now take a direct charge into the enemy front line with a Nightmare, and I'd say we're going to smack their hardest hitter. I mean, this guy will get healed up anyways. That's going to be no thing unless he's necrotized. So when you're necrotized, you cannot regain HP anymore, so these animists can't heal the poor guy anymore. They don't even try to, as you see. So my Skelly's got a stun. That's okay though. And my poor Nightmare dissipated immediately. Meh. Well, in all honesty, they were supposed to be sacrificial lambs in the first place, so that's fine. Let's see. They have really vulnerable spots here, so I'm going to put my hero into the front line here. Yeah, let's take down that animist, or die trying. Alright, the rest is up to the daughters. So, let's put up a front line right into the faces of the enemy. And let's try to take down these Inquisitors. There we go. Even a small squad of defensive units, tier 1s, can do quite substantial damage. So let's keep my... Let's let my animists shoot a lot. So... this turn, we need to take down the enemy animists, as these will soon start summoning stuff in our faces if we don't. And I really don't feel like I want to try that out. So, my Skelly pole arms are pretty beaten up. But that's the beauty about playing a Necromancer faction. Oh, there's somebody almost dying. Don't care. We'll just get ourselves a new one. Okay, so let's munch some aura and give them the jump back dart in the face. Love that. One of my favorite little moves of this faction, in all honesty. There we go, and let's send that stone spirit there. And I'll heal up my hero. I'm not down to high HP losses, or however you want to call it. Alright. That's looking pretty good, I think. So this guy is now on his maximum fury level, but I won't give him another turn to summon something on me. That's how we do it. Alright. That's been easy enough. We diverted the majority of the damage on a skeleton polearm. I'm very happy with that one. Ah, finally. So, yeah, it's only 2 of them that we can't hire, but it's okay. So, Fangholm must pay to war. Why should I go to war with Fangholm, huh? So, we're taking a really huge amount of money and call it a day with them. Brilliant. So, we have now skeleton mages. These are, well, not too good, not too bad. Just your baseline tier 1 riffraff. But you see, you got a lot of riffraff. So I think we're going to clear out that camp down there, and after that we're going to march towards the city up there in the north, as, yeah, I really see that as the biggest benefit that we can take out of the current situation. Necromancy is a snowball thing, and we gotta roll the snowball while it's there, you know. It's all tier 1 units. They will be not interesting for sure rather sooner than later. Okay, with all that money I got, I could now rush tier 3 Spirit Hole, but I won't, as it is a false friend in my book. We would spend now all of our money for that, which is, sure, something we could do, but I don't see where we would thrive upon that out of that decision. So let's get ourselves that basic seafaring down and recruit ourselves just a last spirit tracker. Okay, so all-seeing, that's definitely one next thing that I want to have, but definitely not possible for today. I'm trying to get my knowledge production as high as possible. So, let's see. Can you do that? I'm proud of you. So this is one of those battles where I really don't want to hand fight it anymore. We got 2.5 banners by now. Yeah. Of course we will leave just a stain on the ground. Okay, so the Desecrated Temple, I want to wait until I am a little bit more powerful. You should respect one thing. We have only one tier 1 tome so far. This run is still weak. We are just in our infancy. Speaking about which, finally unlock Necrotic Magic. So Necrotic Magic is a massive power-up for this entire army, as the ability to inflict decay is, yeah... It's more about denying the enemy the capability to heal, and less about the damage over time, even though the damage over time comes in very tasty. So, I was very tempted to pick Tome of Evocation for this build, as it fits very nicely into the lightning theme and everything we're doing, but I realized Tome of Zeal is, honestly, a more effective decision. We're taking Legion of Zeal, which basically upgrades our entire baseline roster. Inspiring Chant afterwards can be used for 2 stacks of strengthening for a dirty cheap price. And yeah, the rest of these, even Fanatical Workforce is excellent for the Primals, as we don't care about a little bit of a penalty on our food production. We surely don't. And even the Zealots are pretty nice, as we can summon them up for almost no price, but they are the least attractive part of the suite. Okay, so we got to pump up our mana income now, and that scout needs orders too. All right, I think it's about time to declare war on Save Ward. Hello, Mr. Leonard. Hello, Mr. AI. Dog. Okay. So, yeah. It's a pretty costly enchantment, as it is now, again, enchanting also undead as regular units alike. Always heading the budget heavy. So, I don't even want to give the AI too much time to gear itself up here. So let's get ourselves some vendor down. And Tribes Cave can take another province. So let's take the Gold Vein. Another free city pops up. And the AI enemies show up bit by bit. So what do we have? We got Mystic Orcs, Feudal Rat Knights, and Dune Serpent Dogs. Alright. Well, the other option would be to just build a city over here and declare war later on them. Nah. So, declare war. So, yeah, that is just another fight that I need to fight manually. As we see, we would lose an animist. Well, that's why this game needs real people. The AI would just send their dudes every time into their demise. Alright. I am quite confused about what's been so hard about this battle, though. But I cannot really imagine vividly how this went down. I know that the AI loves just to send the worst units up front that they can find. I bet this animist went as the very first guy into the battle or something like that. I mean, we would need to watch the replay to know for sure, but yeah. Let's pipeline our troops around that. Needing to take that battle way more serious than I'd like to. But, well, sometimes it is what it is. Let's see what the AI will do on the worm. Whoa, they totally killed it. Ah, nothing too unexpected, I'd say. Poor worm. So, I'll keep my Frigid Belch man on the back line. So here we can, by the way, see how your archers fall off without any extra steroids. They have trouble killing off a regular tier 1 shield unit that didn't even go into shield mode. That's going to be a problem more and more with our current situation. That is, by the way, the reason why I'm going that aggressively all in, as I know my time to do stuff with this lineup is limited. But the good part is our shield units are really good at just standing in the way and not dying meanwhile. So they have their qualities. And the best part is, we don't even have to stress our mana at all. So, skeleton mages. Yeah, missing all shots on a 65% chance. At least the other guy did hit all of them. Yeah, so one of our dudes took all the damage there. That's no probs. Let's try it again. Yeah, these deal really decent damage for the fact that they are just dirty, cheap, resurrected rabble. So, if I want to get myself some damage up, well, let's wait for Army of Zeal, or however that was called again. So, I don't want anything of that. Legion of Zeal, that was the name. Legion of Zeal will fix a couple of these issues, because we are currently just not featuring any unit enchantment that increases the damage. And you do notice that. It is just one of those things where, yeah, you feel it. That's all I can say. You really do feel it. Okay, let's go for a Clan Lodge on the second city. And keep those animists coming. They are, in all seriousness, my most interesting troops. And they will, weirdly enough, I think, replace my Necromancers. So, wait a sec. So, these guys, they don't even have a city wall. Don't need to siege them. Sick. Wow. So, that is, that comes unforeseen, and that was a, oh, dang it. I need to reload that. What I just did was darn stupid. I just spent all of my Imperium just before I wanted to conquer a city. This is the most dumb move that you can do. You need 200 Imperium to convert a city, and yeah. As cool as it might be to gain knowledge out of my vassals, it is right now not that super important. So I don't have any trust in the AI to make this happen without any severe losses. Whoa! Holy moly! Look at that guy go crazy blinky all on us. So we're going to retreat our Skelly Archers and see if we can turn that onto our enemies somehow. Okay, so our enemies are really in an all-in mood. I take that. So let's slap some decay on them. And let's see. Ah, well. Gonna put my summon down right away, as it obviously is a fight where the AI decides to all-in us right from the bat. I mean, this is way more disruptive than what they're doing usually. This, for the first time, is something that that doesn't give me the most ideal configuration that I'd be wishing for. So, okay. There is a hero in my flank. I don't like that. But, well, I think I'm just going to eat a tree and def it out. So, put our skeleton polearm in there, as we really don't care if these guys get lost, and put the hero behind, so they have something to hide behind. Okay. Let's see how that'll play out. Yeah, this guy, he's totally hell-bent on mopping down my poor little skelly mages. Yeah, it's okay, though. I mean, it is kind of a loss, as my skelly mages are, as a matter of fact, as we saw, pretty much the best we got. But whatever. We just need to kill other mages to get new skelly mages. That's the whole logic behind that. But I think it is about time that somebody pins this bad boy here down in place to show him that this is not a tolerated behavior here. Okay. So I really feel as if I need to finish up my flanks business here. So, furied up. Yeah, that was probably a little bit anticlimactic. So, ah, well, whatever. Let's give them a proper flanked shot. Just want to make sure that I really gotta get rid of them in this turn. There we go. So yeah, we're just going to keep retreating here. I mean, if it is that important for the AI to take down my units like that... Wow, this guy is strong. What is he wielding? Tier 2 bow. Okay. Annoying little fella. So, they got 2 stacks of Rising Fury already, but sadly we can't bring that up. Well. As long as the losses consist out of Tier 1 units, there's no real loss occurring. So, let's see how that'll go down. Sadly, my Thunderbird summon didn't really do much in this fight. And I am kind of like sad that I did such a big misplay there. I shouldn't have sent units on that flank at all. I basically would have been best off with just ignoring the dude mostly. And focusing on one flank, saving up my units so they don't get eaten by this guy. Yeah, well, hindsight. You are always smarter in hindsight, you know. So, here we go. And an elusive one it is. Well, I really wish that enemies could not stay that dodgy forever. I find this is one of the fundamentally most broken traits in the game, allowing you to cut the effectiveness of ranged attacks in half. End of the line. No counterplay. Nothing. I really find that extremely annoying. Not the fact that it is so effective, just the fact that there is no way around it. You play ranged, you see you have this trait against you, get wrecked. End of the story. And this is, well, I don't like it. It is okay to have counters and all, but it is a little bit like... the best part is if every strong strat has some sort of inherent counter. But currently the only real counter to elusive heroes is to not use ranged. That is the only counter. There is no other counter. And I find that rather lame. As this even gives them a 50% chance on flanking. Come on. That's stupid. That's really stupid. That's really, really stupid in my opinion. But whatever. We won this anyways. Just ranting here a little bit about it. Because in my personal opinion, if you are dodgy, fine. But dodge stuff that's happening behind you? Come on. Anyways. We got that. And we lost a shield unit. So we're going to raise back up one of these. We sadly also lost a a mage, which we cannot replace like that that easily. But I'd say that makes up a really good second episode, as we successfully have taken Safe Ward. We now have 3 cities. And that's an excellent start for our future adventures. So, thanks for watching you all. Drop me your comments down below. I'd love to have some thumbs up on that video. Thanks a lot for watching. Consider subscribing. And as usual, in the description box, you can find tons of useful links. Check them out. There's Discord, there's Twitch, where I stream on the weekends, and there is also Patreon, PayPal, and Buy Me a Coffee. If you'd think that my content deserves your attention this way, I'd be more than happy about it. That all being said, thanks for supporting, and thanks for watching this video up until the very end. I deeply appreciate. See you all next time. Bye bye.